Hey everybody, it's Jeff, Aromatics, back with another pipe tobacco review. Now, probably 3 months ago, Smoking Pipes got a new batch of Gawith and Hoggarth tobaccos. I don't know if they're necessarily new as far as new in production, but new to Smoking Pipes. Imagine companies like that, they have so many different tobaccos, they can't send all of them to every company. They've kind of got a rotation going on, and they try different ones to see which ones people like, which ones don't. And I noticed that they had a couple that caught my eye, and two of them, one of which I will be reviewing today. This one is Brown Irish X Aromatic. Now, the original Brown Irish X has been around for as long as I've been smoking, and it is a staple tobacco. If you ever watched my video on Gawith and Hoggarth, you'll know that I pretty much thought, and I think a lot of people, when they think of Gawith and Hoggarth, they think of twist tobaccos, and this is one of their main sellers, the Brown Irish X. So when I saw that they had an aromatic version of it, I was really intrigued, because one of my favorite types of tobacco is tobaccos that are full flavored in tobacco, as well as have some sort of an aromatic topping. And if they can do both of those well, then that makes me very happy. So I was hoping that this would be one of those situations. Now, there wasn't much information on this. It doesn't tell you what kind of aromatic topping it was, so I had no idea what I was getting that way. But now I know. So the smell I get is, it still kind of has that that smoked meat, spicy smoked meats. Think deli meats, salami, pepperoni, things like that. But it's also got that topping, what I would call candied cologne. So think of, you're walking by, and think of someone at a deli shop with lots of meats there, and then you're smelling some guy that's wearing like a spicy sweet cologne. So that would be kind of what you're getting right here. Also maybe a green gumdrop, kind of, that reminds me of that, with like a licoricey, a natural licorice type of smell. That's what you're getting there. Now, it's lightly applied. It's definitely not, it still smells like tobacco, but you can kind of, it kind of accentuates the spiciness of the leaf. Yeah, so anyway, I got my pipe lit up here. We'll get it lit, see what we're smoking, what we're tasting. I know what I'm smoking. So this is, for those who don't know, this is a dark-fired Kentucky with some Virginia tobaccos, and it is just whole leaf that's spun into a nice rope. I just cut little coins off it, and then unravel it into like a ribbon, and then chop it up a little bit more and let it dry. It's a little bit moist for me. Your mileage may vary. So right away, the taste you're getting is what you're used to if you've ever had Brown Irish X. It's got that kind of semi-cigar-y, dark-fired Kentucky. So there's a smoky, spicy smokiness to it. Not spicy as in hot, or peppery. Spicy as in spices you would add to smoked meats, like pepperoni, deli meats, things like that. That kind of spice. And then it has that candied cologne topping there. Now, it's not as strong as, it's not super strong. It's not even, it's, after you get used to it, it's barely detectable. But if you've ever had the dark flake scented or brown flake scented, it's like that. Or maybe Coniston cut plug, but maybe not as sweet as that. Now, this is a little bit, maybe it's because it's fresher. There is a harshness to it as you get down the bowl that I don't normally get with the regular Brown Irish X, at least the stuff I've had. So maybe it's just a real fresh batch of tobacco. It needs a little bit of time to settle down. So sometimes once you get down further in the bowl, you can feel it a little bit in your throat. It kind of irritates it a little bit. Or that could just be me in the wintertime, because it's real dry weather and my skin dries out and my nasal passages dry out. So that could just be that as well. Pack her down a little bit, give her another light. So overall, it is not quite as tobacco-y, or you still taste those tobaccos. You still taste the topping. I was kind of worried that it would be like the maple twist or the rum twist or the coconut twist, where there's supposed to be an aromatic topping added to it, but you can't really taste it at all, and it tones down the tobacco. For some reason, it's a phenomenon that sometimes when you add flavoring to a tobacco, it actually masks the tobacco, and yet you still can't taste the flavoring that's masking it. It's a weird phenomenon, but it does happen sometimes. This is not the case. It does tone down the tobaccos a little bit, but not much. You're still getting a nice tobacco flavor. You're still getting those semi-cigar-y, meaty type of flavors and that smokiness, as well as that kind of interesting cologne Lakeland topping there that's a little bit sweet as well, and just actually adds a little bit more spiciness. So far I've been I'm pretty happy. I like it a lot. Now I do have the brown bogey extra sweet that I will eventually get around to doing soon, and that one's a little bit different, but we'll talk about that when I do that video. So have any of you picked up any of the twist aromatics, or the old ones like say maple or rum, or do you like those at all? Let me know in the comments, and I'll leave my video at that. So until my next one, you guys take care. Aromatics signing out.